Hey, Bimbo Kuti, BK.
Ah, oh shit, Taiwo.
How are you doing?
I am good. I'm fine. Although I've not eaten breakfast, but I'm good. I'm fine.
You look good and you smell nice.
Don't say that.
Why not? It's just a compliment.
You can say that about that I smell nice. Are you trying to say I don't smell nice?
What is
it
the
like
problem with you people? That's a compliment. Just take it. Say thank you.
The other compliments like you saw my hair. Why can't I say my hair looks good?
Oh my God.
Yeah,
See,
it's true.
life is not hard. Why? Don't make life complicated. It's not that hard at all. Just chill down. Take a chill pill. See, just take Sprite. Wash it down. I don't know what the problem is, but
Hi guys.
Hey guys. Welcome to Abby's Corner.
Yeah, welcome. Now to the business of the day. Jeez. Taiwo, yeah, start with that story. That's it. Do you smell nice, babe?
Okay. So this is the story. So there was a guy who went to interview for a company. So the HR person in the company.
Where did that happen? Is it Nigeria that happened?
I'm not sure. I heard the lady is in Canada or something like that. Okay. By the way, her name is Taiwo, just like my name. So it's just so. I don't know why we should be bearing my name and act like that.
Candy.
But it's okay. And the guy interviewed for a role. So I think after the interview, the guy passed her a compliment. He was like, hey, you smell nice. And then the lady, in her mind, she was like, hey, that's so unprofessional. That's so rude. So she actually wrote the tweet herself. Nobody would have known this thing if she didn't bring it up. Well. So she wrote the tweet saying, she wrote the tweet saying, hey, this guy came to interview and passed a compliment. He said I smelled nice, and I, told him that that's very rude. I lectured him. He went away feeling sad and dejected. And people are just so unprofessional. Why is everybody so unprofessional? And I was like, and she posted that online, and she expected people to support her. So she wanted people's validation of what she did, And unfortunately for her, for Auntie Taiwo, people did not validate
at
that.
All. Like me, I just saw it as
majority.
It was not necessary. That complaint was not necessary at all.
The majority was against her. Like, what's the big deal?
But like, what do you think about it? Do you think
for real? I'm like, why is life that hard? Somebody is passing a compliment. Why does she think he's up to something? For crying out loud, he might never see you again, Seth. Maybe this is somebody that, he has been trained to give compliments a lot. I understand the angle where people say, oh, it's a professional setting and this and that. There is a professional way she could have reacted to. She could have been like, oh, it's a compliment. Oh, thank you. Even though I'm not very comfortable, but thank you. Thank you for the compliment. And move on. Why did you have to lecture him? Why did you have to start saying, hey, you are very professional, you're very rude, you're very that? And this is the thing. This is the problem that I see with this kind of mentality. It's like there's a power differential there. It's like because she's going to give him a job, so she's on a higher pedestal than him. And he's on the lowest pedestal because he hasn't even come into the company yet. And so she's like, hey, how can you talk to me in such a rude manner? So it's like she's the boss already. Like, no, you don't talk to me like that. I'm this, I'm that. And I'm like, what's the big deal? What's the big deal? So he's a human being eventually. Exactly. Maybe he's somebody who gives a compliment a lot. There are people like that. There are people that they see you walk. There was a day I was coming from church and I was wearing a jacket. That jacket, every time I wear the jacket, I get compliments. And there was a guy, he was just a guy, he was on the other side of the road. I've never met him, nothing. And he said, hey, I like your jacket. I was like, oh, wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't know him. I could have said, why are you telling me that you like my jacket? Is it because the jacket doesn't look good? Well, that's rude. It makes no sense. Okay, let's take it to the to a formal domain, right?
Certainly, yeah.
It can happen. I've been to interviews where the interviewer will be like, hey, you have a nice suit. I like your suit.
Yeah, something happened to one of my friends. He went for an interview and then the female interviewer, it was like a panel, but before he walked in, maybe I think was signing in and she saw me like, wow, you're handsome. I'm like, that's a good compliment. And the guy will even feel relaxed. I don't like people, we take things too hard, too seriously. Like, what is it? What was it? Harmless compliments. Take it. I'm not happy. That's all this. No, except maybe she herself had issues. Like maybe she's seeing a confrontation, she does not feel that she smells nice, and somebody's giving her such compliment, saying that this guy is giving an ironical statement. So
I've seen that online where people say maybe she actually doesn't smell nice, and the guy is trying to draw attention to, because it's difficult to tell somebody who smells bad that they smell bad. You have so maybe the guy was trying to play reverse.
I know someone then
osmosis.
He said there was a particular girl like that the guy, I think the guy had is it body odor, so she one day brought Omo to school that wash your uniform. I think you understand that, okay, this person is saying I don't smell good, let me wash my uniform.
I think it might also be an esteem issue or something, because for me I feel like, okay, fine, you've told the guy off, you said he's rude.
Why come on Twitter?
You did not have to bring it to Twitter. Exactly. That's the thing. Because you're bringing it to Twitter to be like, oh, maybe she's still thinking, was that right? Was that wrong? So she's bringing it to Twitter for people to validate that, oh girl, you did right, that's the right way, you should have. So the majority was on the other side of the line, like, hey, oh, that's not a big deal, why are you doing that? And then you need to see videos of how people just mocked the whole thing. There was actually somebody who came up with a perfume, the picture of this, where he said, you smell nice, Auntie Taiwo. And then there was a bigger brand. Twitter is a place that sometimes you don't want to be. If you know what's good for you, just steer clear. So she put the matter there, and people just judged that.
And again, what was surprising was that in my head, like you said earlier, you said she was from Canada.
I think she's in Canada. I think she's based in Canada.
I remember someone with such exposure think that way. Please, I don't know, maybe it's just this, like you said, the power thing.
Yeah,
it feels like you have no right to.
It's a power issue.
But please, I just feel if it's an interview, you guys should chit chat. Like,
I mean, there's a way you can come across with your point, because in you telling him that he's rude, you are now rude to him too. Because he's a human being. Why can't you tell him that, hey, this, that, you made him feel bad, stuff like that. Life is not hard. Calm down. Thank you. And move on.
Finish. We also heard about this success to gist like that.
Okay.
So that gist. That one was. I love the fact that she was put out there. Like the lady actually took the video. It's good. I'm happy that everybody, Nigerians, we are very, very helpful. We are nice. We gave out some money, and then I don't know if you saw this particular comment, but no, it's not a comment. A personal guy went on the street and started picking up people and said, "Also help this person." Not just about success.
I didn't see that.
The guy was like, he wants to help. Like people are making it look like a publicity stunt. Like, okay, I'm showing that I gave success money. I have the money to give success. Do you understand? So people are seeing it that way. So I don't know. What do you think about that success story?
So the success story, maybe for people who haven't heard about it before, maybe we can give you a little background. So the success story happened with the fact that she was sent out of school for not paying a due or a fine or something. So the girl was coming, on her way from school back to the house.
Oh, please wait. You need to see that video, please. That video was very funny.
Okay.
The girl herself.
Are we going to play that? Can we play that?
I think that I will.
Okay. So maybe we can watch the video. Then after this break, then we'll watch the video and come back.
Okay.
You never pay now.
I never been. Let me say I'm not going to pay. I'm going to push it.
Okay, so you wait, but you better not me they flog you. Or they say me you go tell your mommy.
They flog me.
Why they go flog me?
They flog. The can go tired. They go tired for flogging. They go flog. They go tired. And they say that stuff. I tell they say I told my.
Okay, so you guys have seen the video, right? So what transpired there was that the lady, saw success and was like, hey, what's up? What's wrong? Why are you, success was visibly angry, Like, and then the success was saying, hey, you have to, it's better for them to beat me rather than send me away.
They got tired to beat me.
So if they decide to beat me, they will beat me till eternity. Because I want to stay and I want to learn. So that was the whole thing. But this lady, Stephanie, I think it's her name, Stephanie something, Idolo something. That's her name. So she recorded the video and then she posted the video on, I think on WhatsApp or something.
Oh, okay.
And so when she posted the video, I don't think that she necessarily wanted to raise money for success.
That was not a motive. Yeah.
I don't think that was the motive, because she said it clearly. The video is also there where she was saying that, hey, I just did it for comedy stuff. You know how people see stuff, maybe you see somebody doing something weird and then you record it and you post it online. You're not doing it because you want to help the person. You're just doing it because you want to catch some fun. You want to get some views.
Yeah.
So she had that at the back of her mind. This is something she said herself. And then, by some divine mercy or something.
When the Lord wants to help you, when the Lord wants to
He
raise
said,
you
Bible
up.
says that when the Lord turned around the captivity of Zion, they were like them that dreamed. You know, and so God just changed it around, and people saw that video and was like, wow, this girl, you know, she's talking like this. She was so articulate. You know, she was so, it was obvious that she just wanted to learn.
Yeah.
So people saw that and responded to that, you know. And then this Stephanie lady came back around and, you know, she said in a video, you see the video, and then she said something like, hey, you know, if they had made 5 million naira, maybe they should give me 1 million, at least I'm entitled to 1 million naira, you know. And I'm like, what is it with this entitlement mentality? Even if she made the video to help this family, even if that's the motive, still she shouldn't even demand.
True.
Not to talk of the fact that that was not the intention. You know, so why is she having that mind that these people must compensate me one way or the other? You know, the generality, I used to say this thing every time, the generality of the people are good.
True.
I saw that video of that success 7-year-old girl talking, and I was like, wow, I was moved. So you are relying on people's heart to say, hey, they should reward me too. And there's no way you cannot prove that you are doing this to help the girl. Some people even, in fact, said that, you know, she was doing it to mock her, you know. And God just has a way of showing up when you least expect.
Yeah,
you know. And so God showed up for her. And then you're now coming back to say, hey, you know, they should give me money, they should give me. And then you're saying 1 million. At least 1 million.
It's just, it's crazy. Because I just feel that's what about humans. They feel entitled. They feel that, okay, once they've helped you in life, you have to give them something in return. This give and take thing. I always say, if I'm helping someone, I'm doing it freely, not expecting anything back. I mean, it's just, there's this selfishness in humans that I think that we should actually just sit down and try to, you know, control this greed that we have as human beings.
You know, and one thing, on the other hand, you know, it's not bad if she's given something. It's
not, but she should not be the one to give
you know, it's like, I mean, the parents could eventually say, oh, okay, you know, success, Stephanie, we know that if not because of the fact that you recorded this video, you know, we won't have this, you know, and we just want to show a little appreciation to you. So they can do that, but it's in them to do, you know. They are the ones that is going to do it. Because, for example, I heard she wasn't the one that sent it to Instablog. It was another friend of hers that sent it to Instablog.
Oh, really?
So if she has to make that claim, then everybody along the line will make the same claim.
Yeah.
A friend who sent it to Instablog Nigeria will make the claim. Instablog Nigeria will make the claim too. Every other news media that shared the video will make the claim.
Exactly.
So everybody's going to get the money. Then what's going to be left for Success school fees? And if she's also thinking about the fact that, hey, it was me, because that's the claim. Even for the fact that I recorded the video, you know, this and that. But in the Bible, Joseph's brother sold him to slavery.
Okay.
The brother could also come up to say, hey, if not for the fact that we sold you to slavery, you wouldn't be you wouldn't be this influential. Which is true if you think about it, you know. But they wouldn't make that claim because, you know, it was something meant for evil. I'm not saying Stephanie meant it for evil. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know her heart. But it was not. That was not what they wanted to do. But God is a merciful God. You know, none of us. There's nothing we can. There's nothing we can do. If God wants to do something, He does it. You know. And so Joseph's brother could have also said, "Oh, if not for us, you know, Joseph won't be where he is. So where is our reward? You know." And so it's a teachable moment. I think. I mean,
that brings about that.
I don't know the details of what happened. I don't know because there's so many stories online where people are saying, "Oh, she got some money already before," you know, and people are standing up to even defend that to say, "Hey, give her money, raise money for her," which is good. But if she's watching this video, I just want her to, you know, when you do stuff like that and it eventually comes out good. Thank God that, okay, this
God
thing,
used you.
Used me.
Definitely God will.
You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
It's not to repay you. Yeah,
it might not be true this means. You know, I mean, now she's trying to get a job.
And your children might actually get such opportunity in future as well. That's it. So I think the next gist I know I actually saw online was MC Gazi and Etinosa. That's that gist. But anyway, for me, when I watched it, I did not start throwing stones at Etinosa because I'm not saying what she did was right, because she definitely is like a role model to other young ladies. I know there's some girls that they actually want to go naked as well, doing the same live video with MC Galaxy. And I'm not supporting what she did, but I'm saying, do you know what goes on behind closed doors? Do you know she's going through something emotionally? I remember she was saying something like, I want to just live my life or something like that. Let me paraphrase. Like, I'm always told what to do. I'm always this, like, I'm tired. I think she had an issue with her boyfriend as well. You know, there are different ways we express ourselves when we are going through something difficult. And sometimes you don't know you are depressed, but it keeps building up over the time. Like, it keeps building up over the years. And you just
let it out one time, and that outburst is just,
and you're just
massive.
Crazy.
And
yeah.
everybody
some
judges,
people
and everybody will judge
suicide.
you based on that outburst.
Yeah, some people commit suicide once they are that depressed. But she did that, and MC Galaxy on his own. You try.
So this is what I see about the video, you know, because I think I saw a little bit of it. From the conversation that they were having, you know, it was obvious that something was going on with her. There was something going on with her. I mean, I don't support that she did that, but there was something deeper. Even though she will come out now and say something else, I still think there's something deeper.
I think she needs to
talk to someone. You know, maybe she needs to be counseled somehow, because here she was in the video saying, hey, this is my life, you know, I don't care what people say. I don't know if she was drunk, I don't know if she was tipsy.
I guess she was tipsy.
I don't know, whatever it is. But you know, when you're drunk, right? Somebody used to give an analogy. If you shake like a bottle of water, if you shake it, if something spills over, it will be the content of that bottle, not something else. So if she's been shook and she reacts like that, it's something that is really deep down within already. So she's just expressing it. So I feel like there's something wrong somewhere. You know, maybe she has been abused or stuff like that, and so she's reacting like that. And so she because the guy was even saying, hey, Etinosa, I know they don't do this, don't do this. And she was like, no, it's my body, don't cut the video. This.
And Bros left it.
And then she did, and then she removed her clothes, and then she was talking, and you know, all of those things. And so there's something wrong. There's something wrong. There's something wrong with both parties, with her, with MC Galaxy.
Yeah, they were both wrong at the same time.
But I think that we need to take care of mental health issues. It's a very serious thing.
We keep living in denial, especially in Africa.
Yeah.
We feel blacks should be strong. They should, you know,
don't manifest weakness.
And it's totally wrong. It's totally wrong.
I feel like something is wrong. Somebody needs to talk to her. But on the side of MC Galaxy, this is what I think. I think that we are holding him to a higher standard because he's a celebrity, right? We are holding him to this moral standard that, hey, you know, you should have cut the video. But the question I ask is that, does he hold himself to that kind of standard?
Exactly.
You can hold him. All of us can talk from now till next day. Say, MC Galaxy. If he doesn't think he should hold himself to that standard, then it doesn't matter what we say. It doesn't matter what any other person says. You know, I would have thought that, oh, you know, when she was doing that, you'd be like, hey, Etinosa, I feel like you're about to do something that you're going to regret. I don't want you to do this. I'm going to end the video. She might be like, hey, don't end the video. Excuse me, I will not talk to you again. Yeah, don't talk to me again. Yeah, it's okay. But I'm going to do this to protect you. You won't realize it now, you'll realize it later. But I'm going to cut this call. I don't care what you say. I don't care how many people are watching us right now. I'm going to cut this call. That is if it is not a publicity stunt. And then he's going to cut the call, regardless of what she says. You know, because he's protecting her. She can, if she had gone on her own Instagram live and done something like that, that's okay, that's her. But that's his platform, as it were. Exactly. You know, so he could have been the one to draw that line, say, hey, you know, I don't want to do this, you know, and protect her. She would eventually appreciate him for that. But he didn't do that.
I mean, protect your person.
He didn't do that. He was like, hey, it's not me, he's the one, she's the one, blah, blah, blah. That's sad. You know, you should protect as a man. You should, you know, you see
even
that.
She's not your girlfriend.
You know,
protect
it doesn't matter.
Friend.
She's a human being. She's a friend. You know, just protect. Hey, okay. And people were even telling him, cut. He said, no. Some people were propping him, say, hey, no, don't cut, leave it.
Then he came
there
out
would always be people who will support bad things.
He's going to do another Instagram live that is not there of anybody should open their body. I mean, please.
It's
but
a
like
way
you
of
said,
not
moral
owning
standard.
up.
Maybe that is not his own standard.
It does. And to be honest, what we have these days, do people hold themselves to those kind of standards? I don't think so. I don't think so. People don't care. All these things that we're saying to some people is just trash.
I'm telling you. Sad.
It is sad, but I think I think and then I don't know if she's a believer too. I don't have any knowledge of that. Because if she's a believer, the way we talk about this thing is going to be different. For example, we're going to be like, hey, how did things get to this point where you were thinking of doing this? Because that's not a natural response for stuff like that. As a believer, the natural response is, just going deeper, seek the face of God. God, I'm going through this stuff. It's not to say that people are not depressed.
People are depressed.
People are depressed. In fact, there's a friend of mine who wrote a devotional on depression. I posted it on my status, joyfully depressed. Her name is Moyosore Adegor. And she wrote some, devotional on depression and all. So, and she's a Christian too. So she's writing from the fact that, hey, we cannot sideline this thing. But even in that position, we can still find joy. Elijah was depressed. If we go by our standard of depression today, Elijah was depressed. Because there was a time he said, hey, God, everybody wants to kill me. This Ahab's wife, she wants to kill me and all. And am I the only one? Just take my life now and let me go. It was manifesting depression. Even some of the apostles, they had very hard times. But one thing that they kept looking out for was that, hey, God is still for me. So when you know the end of the story, when it's like watching a match that has been, the score already. So even though you know that in the middle of, maybe at the 45th minute, the opponent is going to score, but you know that eventually we're going to win. So you're not bothered. So you go through, okay, I know what's going to happen. Let me just keep watching. But then doesn't mean that those things won't still happen. So that's why it's important in whatever we go through, we must still, be joyful and look at God. And that's why I saw when she wrote that name, Joyfully Depressed. It was very good.
Very good. And I think we've said enough today. Like
too much.
Our thoughts today are just too much. So
we're
going to end here.
All
so
right.
if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe to my channel.
And hit the bell button, right?
Hit the bell button, hit the subscribe button, and subscribe, share. I don't know why. Subscribe. What are you waiting for?